Let's give this girl some gas. Wow, that's a strong acceleration to this girl. And sounds like a V8. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is Peter. In today's video, we are going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2023 Toyota Tundra Platinum Crew Max. Very excited to get behind the wheel of this Toyota Crew Max, as this is the first time I'm going to get behind the wheel of this awesome i-forcemax hybrid Toyota engine. Now, before we go on, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Barto for allowing me some time with this Toyota Tundra. Big thank you to Tim as well. I'll put all their information and a link to the website in the description below. So we have a 2023 Toyota Tundra Platinum Crew Max edition. Now this, of course, as I mentioned, this one is equipped with the i-forcemax hybrid version of the 3.4 liter V6. This one that we have with us here is a slightly pre-owned truck. It's only got just less than 5,000 miles, and they're asking just about under $69,000. I'll put those numbers for you guys up on the screen if I didn't get those correct. But this is what it is, guys. A pre-owned, basically almost a brand new Toyota Tundra, and especially in this Platinum edition. Now, this one that we have with us here is finished off in a celestial silver metallic, which is fantastic looking silver. This one has the black leathery interior, as we'll see in just a few moments. But as you can see, it's overall a fantastic looking truck. Now, of course, this being a Platinum, it's got pretty much a lot of options into this one. Sunroof, we got the 20-inch wheels, we got this Predator side steps as well. That's part of the options. So as you can see, really fantastic looking truck. Now, this one, of course, is already equipped with a tonneau cover with the Jakima kind of bars on the top to help you out with your loads, whatever you want to do. This one that we have with us here is a Crew Max, which is basically the 4-door version. There's also a extended cab, or a double cab as Toyota calls it, which you can do. So here is equipped with a 5.5 foot bed. You can also get a 6.5 foot bed. If you get the smaller cab version with the, what we call the extended cab, you can get a 6.5 foot bed or an 8 foot bed, depending, of course, the needs for the Toyota Tundra. Of course, this one that we have here is a 3rd generation Toyota Tundra, which came out in just last year in 2022. This is the only full-size truck that has no V8 available as an option. But of course, Toyota's giving you basically 3 options of this 3.4 liter twin turbo V6. Now, of course, this one that we have with us here is the max version, is the top of the line 437 horsepower version. You can start with about 369 if I'm correct, and go up from there depending, of course, on the trim. Now, this is being the Platinum one. There is 5 trims to the Toyota Tundra. We have the SR, the SR5, we got the Limited, we have the 1794 edition, of course, is the Platinum, and you can also consider the TRD version as well as part of those trims, and you can do a tons of configurations, considering this a lot of ways you can configure your Toyota Tundra, same like with the F-150s or the Dodge Rams or the Nissan Titans. Of course, unfortunately, Nissan has announced that Nissan is closing down the Titan line this summer. But now, coming here to the front of this Toyota Tundra, big beautiful grille. This is done kind of in like a black chrome, really looks fantastic. Now, as you know, big Toyota badge here that usually has a little blue surrounds inside. Means considering that it's a hybrid version of this Toyota's. We got the big trunk, and then we do have LED lighting here as well for the fog lights and also for your daytime running lights and basically your headlights as well. Really love, fantastic how this always looks. Of course, we get a little bit of intake as well here, functional intake. Really cool what Toyota has done. I love this hood. It's a big looking truck. It seems like a little bit bigger, of course, than an F-150. Here, as you can see, we have this hood scoop here that's really non-functional, but looks really nice with the i-forcemax name here. As you can see, this is done in black, and you can definitely see this from the interior when you're driving. Beautiful silver paint that Toyota did on this truck. Check out the tire combo for this Toyota Tundra. As you can see, we have this 20-inch wheels, which comes with the Platinum model. This is a dark gray wheel. This is wrapped around our optional needle ridge grappler off-road tire or all-terrain tire that you can option up with this Toyota Tundra. This is basically not the regular tire you get, but it is a factory option you can do. Now wrapped around this, right behind those wheels, you can see we got 4-piston calipers. These are 13.9-inch rotors at the front, as you can see. Got so plenty of stopping power from these brakes. Here we have what they call the Predator side step option from Toyota. This is a really nice kind of single steps here that you can do, like kind of a protection. It's a little short in space here when you step up, if you got big feet, of course, but obviously really good looking side step you can get from Toyota. Those are about $1,000 option. Now here to the back, of course, we got the same wheels and stuff all around. As you can see, 265mm 20-inch needle grappler tires. This one is not equipped with the self-leveling rear suspension, as you can also option off. This one does not have it. That gives you a little bit of more self-leveling if you're carrying big loads. And also for this Toyota Tundra, they're using now coil springs instead of leaf springs for the rear solid axle. So this gives you a little more softer ride, a little bit better handling as well. That Toyota is using these coil springs instead of the leaf springs that usually are what is traditionally is put on all these big trucks as well. So that's a little bit of extra comfort for this big trucks. Now coming to the back of this Toyota Tundra, really love the way what Toyota has done in the terms of the whole way this is designed. Of course, we got kind of a little different body texture shades. You can see we got some black trim here, as you can see, part of that design. Of course, we got vertical taillights. We have a little bit of plastic trim here on the top to cover up with the plastic and lightly mostly stepping on use. So as you can see, this was equipped with a tonneau cover and some Yakima bars here as well on the top. Now there's basically kind of 3 ways to put your bed down on this Toyota Tundra. You can use a key, you can press and hold, as you can see, and that bed will come down, the bed door. Now there's another way you can do it as well. Of course, the traditional way, I just pressing it here and bringing it down, or we also have a little button here on the side which you can just press, and also the bed will come down. So there's basically 3 ways to open up the back of your bed. Now coming here to the bed, of course, you can see this one has a spraying bed liner from Toyota. It looks like that's a factory spraying bed liner, which is awesome. Now of course you can see we have a diamondback tonneau cover, which is kind of one of the ones that kind of go up in sections, which is really awesome. Now in this bed here, of course, you can see, guys, this is a 5.5-foot bed. You're about able to put about 1,900 pounds of payload capacity in this Toyota Tundras. I'll put the specific numbers on the screen for you guys, but this one here, especially the Platinum one, because of course the more stuff you have in the truck, the less you can kind of carry and put in tow, depending on the options on the truck. So this was really cool. Of course, we got some LED lighting here, as you can see. This is kind of the complication little thing. You can probably take up your put up your tonneau cover, and over here we do have a 400-watt connection, 3-prong connection to connect your things there as well. So really cool. It's pretty good of options of this Toyota Tundra. Plenty of bed space here in the back, and I think Toyota did a really great job, especially with all that, the way everything's integrated and done and designed. So let's go ahead and put this up. As you can see, we have the Toyota name here, Tundra in here, put on top of the bed door here. Really cool what Toyota has done. Now, in terms of what this Toyota Tundra can tow, you're looking at about 12,000 pounds from what Toyota says. Now, of course, that depending on the trim and the type of engine you get, depending on the horsepower, but also depends, of course, what trim you get as well. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen if I fill that up for a little bit. But you're looking at about 12,000 pounds, as I mentioned before, and 1,940 pounds of payload capacity of what this Toyota Tundra can do. Now, compared to the F-150 that we have here with us, yeah, the Toyota doesn't tow as much as an F-150 with maybe the high output motor, but it is right up there with the best of the competition for sure. And coming here to the front of this Toyota Tundra, let's just touch the lever, open up the hood, and thank you Toyota for putting hydraulic shocks on this Toyota Tundra. So here we have the 3.4 liter i-forcemax twin turbo V6 hybrid. Now this is producing 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. Of course, that's going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and this is going through the 4-wheel drive system that this Toyota Tundra has. Now, for this active 4-wheel drive has an electronic transfer case and also a electric limited slip differential. Now this is going, of course, you can do 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low, depending on your needs. Of course, you can also get the lesser non-hybrid motor, which is about 389 horsepower for the same 3.4 liter turbo, and you also have a small or a less horsepower one for the really base SR Toyota Tundra. And as I mentioned, this is the only full-size truck that does not offer a V8, but of course Toyota compensates with plenty of power, lots of torque, especially from this hybrid motor. In terms of fuel mileage, you're looking in the low 20s. I'll put all those numbers up on the screen, because I usually it was between around 18 to 22, 23, but I'll put all the numbers up on the screen for you guys to make sure I got the correct mileage for this truck. So all right, let's go ahead and drop the hood and head to the inside. Really like the way those Predator side steps look. I think they do a really nice job with the design of those. Let's go ahead and open the door and check out the rear. Now coming here, we have the black interior that comes with this Platinum model. Of course, this is a black leather interior. Now as you can see, this one has sort of like a blue violet stitching or purple stitching. That's really cool. I really love that design and that little element of different color. It really works well. Now this is a really nice quality compared, for example, to the F-150. This one does seem to have a little bit better quality in terms of all the materials, not as plasticky. We got a bit of soft touch materials here as well. Now these plastics seem a little bit turn better quality. This is about the same, for example, on most of the trucks, but this is really nice, really soft materials here. You got a couple of pockets here as well and more things for your, basically your drinks or anything like that. We do have also some rear shades as well. As you can see, you can bring those up. Really cool detail that Toyota did. Of course, it's being a little more platinum, a little more loaded truck. Now coming here, before we step here in the truck, as you can see, we have the step. Those propeller steps are really nice to really help you out. And we have, of course, rubber floor mats on this one. You can see all around. This is Toyota factory floor mats. And before we come here to the seats, you can see the leather seats are really fantastic the way they feel. They're perforated. Now both of these seats are cooled and heated, so that's a great option to have, especially in this Florida heat. Right now we're about 95 or almost 100 degrees. It's been super hot these days in Florida. Coming back to the seats, we can raise the seats up, have a little more space. Now, of course, this being the hybrid, of course, you got a lot of battery and stuff here in the bottom, but you can definitely raise the seats up to bring you more space if you want to carry something larger, or you can just also bring the seats down as well. As you can see, we have the jack here in the back. There's more options. Of course, we also have a center armrest here with the more cup holders, and we have some extra cup holders here in the center console. But overall, a fantastic looking truck, and this leather feels fantastic. Really love the way this is. Now, this one is equipped with the sunroof or the panoramic sunroof. That this is the way this Platinums are equipped, and we have some LED lights here as well. Let's go ahead and get inside and see how roomy this truck is. And I love that we have a grab handle here. So wow, we're inside of this Toyota Tundra Crew Max. Fantastic space. As you can see, the seats are kind of first for the back, but you got plenty of space. Still got a 3 or 4 inches of knee room space here. Fantastic. I'm up 5'11", so we got plenty of headspace here, even with the sunroof. Look at the detail of the seats here, that blue stitching, which looks fantastic. We got the perforated front seats. Here in the center console, we have an extra cup holders. We have rear buttons for the cooled and seated heats here for both of the sides, and we have basically a 400-watt 3-prong connection and a couple of USB connections, so plenty of connections. And of course, we do have a couple of AC outlets here as well, which is fantastic. Love the floor mats here from Toyota, and you can definitely tell this has a little bit more loving care to the quality of this interior compared to the more frequently that I do with the F-150s. I would say this is kind of up there with the Dodge. You know, Dodge is probably considered one of the first ones in the food truck in the quality of the interiors, but this is really well done and executed as well. All right, heading into the inside of this Toyota Tundra. Now, as you can see, I got the same type of interior as the rear. Of course, we get the soft leather here, the black leather. Everything's really soft and it feels well put together, and the quality definitely stands out really nice. A bit of aluminum trim there. Power windows, all the controls for your windows and mirrors as well. We also have a couple of memory seating for your power seats as well. Plenty of storage here on the bottom, pockets, all kinds of things here. And I really love that blue or purple stitching that they put in this Toyota Tundras. As you can see, got the steps here. We got also the awesome seats, which also have the stitching as well. Very comfortable perforated seats. These are of course cooled and heated as well on both front seats here. Really love the way that looks. Really nice Toyota quality and feel. Of course, you got a bit of aluminum trim there. As you can see, more of that blue stitching here in the center armrest. Coming here to the steering wheel, we got basically a perforated leather steering wheel as well with the same blue stitching, a bit of aluminum trim here. These are basically an electronic adjustable tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and of course we got some of that more aluminum trim here. Really nice. Of course, you got all controls for your lights and sensors and all that kind of stuff here in the back. So really cool interior. And of course, you can see the Toyota Tundra floor mats on this one. These are rubberized floor mats. So we're inside of this Toyota Tundra Platinum. As you can see, guys, let's kind of pan around this interior. Fantastic interior. I mean, just the way that all the black leather looks, the blue, the violet, or the purplish blue stitching really looks nice. Love this big panoramic sunroof. Plenty of visibility in this Toyota Tundra. Big mirrors, big handlebars as well. So as you can see here, we have all kinds of great things. We got a black headliner as well, which is fantastic. Now, before we go on, let's go ahead and start up this Toyota Tundra. Let's go ahead and put our foot on the brake. We got a blue touch. Press the blue start button here, which is really awesome color, and get this Toyota Tundra. Now, of course, this being a hybrid, I don't know, I believe the engine started already because obviously it's been shut down for a little bit, but really fantastic interior. We got the big 14-inch screen here, the center touchscreen. We have here a 10-inch screen here as well for the center stack and all your LCD display, which is really fantastic the way everything looks. Love the steering wheel as well, nice and perforated, the perfect thickness to it. Love that it is perforated too. Go ahead, guys. I don't think we can rev this up a little bit here. We can, of course. I don't know if we can. don't know if you can hear the V6. Sounds pretty cool. Obviously, it's a hybrid motor, so I'm glad I can rev it up a little bit for you guys, but it does sound pretty cool. So, all right, let's go ahead and close the door, because it's a little bit warm today. It looks like we're gonna have another shower coming up in a few moments. Really nice interior. I mean, Toyota did a fantastic job in terms of the design and the ergonomics. Everything that you touch is very soft, and you can feel the quality of all the materials here in the dash. Definitely a little step above the F-150, even on a higher trim like the Limited or the Platinum. And as you can see, we got some wind blowing here because it's about to rain here soon. Now let's check out the glove box here. Pretty good size. You can see plenty of glove box there. We still got the original manual. Since this truck has only got 4,600, just over 4,600 miles, so it's still a brand new truck, to be honest. We have a little bit of that Toyota trim there, really nice the way it is. We got the Toyota name there as well. We got some of that more blue or purple stitching. We can see we got the vents here for the AC. I don't know if you can hear the AC going. It's pretty warm here in Florida right now, up to almost 100 degrees, so the AC feels fantastic. And now, of course, we do have also cool seats as well. We got ventilated seats, of course, heated as well, but this ventilation feels really nice. I'm gonna actually put it on the second level. Heading here to the center screen, guys, we got a Toyota's big 14-inch screen here. That's part of this Platinum package. Now, this one, of course, if you don't get this Platinum package, you get an 8-inch screen, which is much smaller, but this is a fantastic looking color. And of course, it's just asking for English, and we just cancel that as well. I'm not sure that up again. Yes, so as you can see, fantastic graphics to this 14-inch screen here, which looks great. You might see the screen kind of with lines on the camera. That's just the way, because unfortunately you can't keep up with I'll put on the screen, forgot what the name of that is when the screen is a little different showing. Now up here we have a little more storage space with a 12-volt connection right there. As you can see, I'm going to just turn the AC down a little bit. And coming here, of course, we got the AC outlets. We got the 12-inch screen here. We got all manual controls here for your AC, which is fantastic. At least Toyota didn't integrate them into the screen. And we have also a USB connection there as well. We got, of course, what temperature we are set here. And of course, this is a dual zone automatic climate control. I love that we have a big volume control here as well, which is great. That's just pronounced big volume control, which is great for a truck, especially if you're creating gloves or working. Now let's go back to the center screen, guys. Here, 14-inch screen Toyota Stretch, of course. Now this one is not equipped with the navigation, as you can see there. You have to download it, but we got all kinds of course, satellite radio. We got all kinds of iTunes HD radio. We do have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, XM radio, all kinds of great things. Now this one is equipped, being a Platinum, is equipped with the 12-speaker JBL system. Now sounds fantastic. It's got a really nice tone. Yeah, it's got a really nice sound system. Now, this is kind of challenging the 18 speaker that there are on the F-150s. I think this sounds maybe a little bit better, but this is still a fantastic system nonetheless. As I mentioned, big volume control, which is awesome. Now coming down here, of course, we got your trailer control. We got the camera view as well. This gives you the 360-degree view cameras that this Tundra has. We'll check in a few moments. Traction control button. I love that the buttons are very big and nice. We have, of course, our hazards, and these are empty buttons here for your self-level suspension if you get those options. Now coming down here, we do have a wireless charging pad. As you can see, my phone is charging there right now, even with the cover on. As you can see, there's a charging. We have another space for another charger there. Of course, we got your parking brake. We got your auto hold as well. 10-speed automatic transmission. We have your cup holders. Now here, as you can see, I'm taking my water. We have a little bit of really nice design. At least we got some piano black here, but this is a really nice design, really nice texture to this kind of dark grayish trim here to that. And just press that button. Really cool. Put my water back on there because it's really hot today in Florida. I'm not spilling water all over the place. Here we have a 4-wheel drive high and 4-wheel drive low, of course, controlling your 4-wheel drive system. Of course, here we got your drive modes as well. Now coming here to the center screen, as you can see, we got normal, we have eco, and we have sport, so you can transfer between those 3 drive modes. And of course, here we have your tow and haul button as well. Now coming here to the center console, we have a little tray you can pull out here, as you can see, to put some things here. Now there are also a little small tray here, put your wallet or something like that, which is fantastic. And you can see we got some of that really nice trim. Now if you can put this back and you can just touch this up, bring this up, and have a whole much more space here on the bottom. We got 2 USB connections here, and you can see we got coin holder and a lot of space to put your things. There's so many cubicles and stuff to put a lot of your things here as well. We got, of course, I mentioned the back cup holders there, as you can see, and of course really nice interior, plenty of room, plenty of space. Now in terms of the cockpit here, this is definitely got a smaller windscreen as for example the F-150, so this seems a little bit smaller in terms of real estate for the front windshield, so it kind of makes it feel a little more claustrophobic. And of course the big hood here on this Toyota Tundra, you can definitely see it once you drive it, because usually in the F-150 you don't see the hood very much, except for a Raptor or something like that. But this one here, you definitely see the hood here, as you can see, pretty well pronounced. So coming down here, guys, real quick to the center screen here. Of course, as I mentioned, the steering wheel feels fantastic. We got controls here for your left side here of your screen here. We got all kinds of information you can do. We have no messages. Of course, we got all type of displays for fuel economy. We got your compass. We have your display for radio. If you're towing a trailer, it gives you a lot of things you can do as well. The status of that. We have all things, the status for the parking sensors and all that as well, and no other message. So really cool what that Toyota gives you. Of course, we got a digital tachometer and speedometer, all kinds of information for your fuel, temperature, and all that kind. And we also have some gauges here for your i-forcemax and where the battery is, and of course the force you're providing. So, but really fantastic the way it is. We got no pedals here in the back. We do have, as I mentioned, that automatic tilting and adjusting steering wheel. We got controls for your wipers and your lights, and but that's about it, guys. You can see really awesome the way this interior is of this Toyota Tundra. Big handle here as well. Of course, we got your mirrors here. As you can see, we got consoles here for the sunroof. Of course, we got the shade and of course opening the sunroof. SOS button. This is equipped with Toyota Sense 2.5. All the Toyota safety features as well. Of course, front collision, rear collision, side collision, all the stuff that comes from around the bud and is keeping you informed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out for a drive. Let's go ahead. I love that series. That series sounds fantastic. Really clean. Yeah, really clean. I think this sounds better than even Ford's B&O 18-speaker system, for sure. Before we go on, let's go ahead and check out the reverse camera. So we got a lot of big screen here. Say 14 inches of screen, definitely much bigger than even the Ford's F-150 12-inch screen that they give you. As you can see, we have the 360-degree rear camera, and we have the rear camera here as well. As you can see, we got beautiful graphics, really clear graphics. And you can see we got a Ford Explorer here in the back. And if we back up there, we're gonna hear those beeps coming up. Really cool the way that trajectory lines work. And there we go. There we have the beeps there as well for the sensors. And as you can see, we got also a bed. We have all kinds of camera angles. We do also have a bed camera as well. As you can see there, you see the tonneau cover there. But a lot of fantastic cameras that Toyota give you as well. As you can see, there's the Ford Explorer compares to where we are. So really fantastic system that Toyota gives you in terms of backup. We have also a front camera as well, as you can see there. So all great cameras that this Toyota Tundra gives you with this Toyota Platinum. So let's go ahead, guys, and head out for a test drive. Now, as I mentioned, of course, we got 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque coming out of this hybrid twin-turbo V6. See, checking out the mirrors, big mirrors. I love the big side mirrors. Really fantastic view of those mirrors. And let's go out and get this girl for a drive. I see nobody in front of us. Let's go and check out. This is going to be my first time. I've never driven. I didn't even taken it out. I just drove it here maybe 50 feet to get the park it here. But so this Toyota feels very nice, very quiet. Always it feels like a big truck. It does feel a little bit bigger, say, than an F-150. I think it's just considering the windshield size and the hood that's very prominent here. So it really looks good. Yeah, I like this Toyota. I mean, the interior is fantastic. I surely adore this interior. Now the truck does feel bigger. The window, as I mentioned, the window, just feels so a little more claustrophobic in terms of the makes the fuel truck much bigger. But overall, really nice though. I mean, I really like the way this feels, quiet, and I love the steering wheel. Feels great in your hands. Now brake pedal, we come to a slope here. Really nice feeling brakes. And let's go ahead and step on the gas a little bit. Oh, nice. That V6 sounds nice. I don't know if the camera's going to capture the microphone, but wow, that sounds fantastic. Now we hit the stop. Brakes feel really nice. Let's go ahead and turn. And let's give this girl some gas. Wow, that's strong acceleration to this girl. And sounds like a V8. A lot of people are gonna roast me, but this sounds like a V8. I don't know if Toyota's pumping any noise through the speakers, but this thing doesn't really sound like a V6. Feels more like it's really on the border of a V8 noise. I don't know. It's just because it's crazy, or is it me? But it sounds fantastic. Plenty of power. Wow, this thing has a ton of torque. Now you got to consider that this truck is probably in the 5,500 pound mark. It's not a light truck. I'll put those numbers for you up on the screen, but this is going to be a heavy truck. So let's start off with first the ride. Very comfortable ride. The seats are very comfortable so far. Got the nice cooling going on right now. It's really stable truck. We're doing about 57. Now let's check out a little bit of the handling here. Yeah, this thing feels top heavy. It doesn't feel as light. I'll say not as sporty feeling. I'll say an F-150 with the FX4 package. This definitely feels a little heavier. Feels more like a big boat. Yeah, you can tell this is kind of rocking. Yeah, this is not meant to handle, but the ride is really excellent. very smooth. Engine's very quiet. And if we give a little bit of power, yeah, this thing just goes. It's got a lot of good power. You can see all those gauges just going up in power wise. So a lot of boost going on. A lot of those twin turbos in these V6. It's a big engine. It's a 3.4 liter engine, so it's a pretty good size engine. Now let's go ahead and head to the side here. Now, of course, we have all Toyota Sense systems going, the front collision, rear collision, side view, all kinds of great things, that all the cameras and all the sensors that are looking out for you in terms of all the greatest and latest technology that Toyota is giving you in this Toyota Sense 2.5. Brakes feel good. I mean, we got nice big 4-piston calipers up front. I'm just gonna wait to see if anybody's going, because we got a red light. I guess not, so let's go ahead and go. So as you can see, guys, the acceleration is quite strong on this girl, and she just goes. Yeah, a lot of power. This thing's got really good power. Wow, this thing does not feel the power at all. Not missing the V8 whatsoever, because I'm sure the V8 you gotta rep the hell out of it on the older generation, but this one is giving you fantastic power. Wow, very impressive with this Toyota Tundra. This hybrid model, and of course, if you lean to it and don't drive it like a maniac, you're probably gonna get low 20s in terms of fuel economy, especially in a big heavy truck like this. Now, in terms of towing, obviously it's gonna drop, but I think it's got plenty of torque and power to tow anything pretty easily, to be honest. Now, of course, you got your 4-wheel drive. We're in 2-wheel drive high right now, so we're going to engage it. Let's go ahead and switch to sport and see how this truck behaves now. Might give it just a little more. Yeah, this is now the transmission definitely is engaging a little bit quicker. But we're in sport mode right now. Let's just test the brakes. Yeah, we got some pretty good strong brakes. I like the pedal feel. It's nice and progressive. Now, as I mentioned, yeah, in terms of handling, yeah, actually Toyota Sense is on right now. It's telling me I'm going up, so that's why the reason is not allowing me to do a little bit of engaging in terms of feeling a little bit of side-to-side motion. But overall, a fantastic riding interior. Now, of course, remember, this has got the rear, if this is the base suspension, this does not feel as jumpy. Definitely a big difference in ride compared to the F-150 with the lift strings in the back. Now, I can tell the weight on this thing, but the all-wheel drive grabs. Wow, the acceleration on this thing is fantastic. It just goes. Yeah, it is heavy. You can tell it's heavy on the curves a little bit here, but in terms of the suspension, this rides very similar to like an SUV or a big SUV. The rear is not bouncing at all, so that just tells you that how good of that coil over spring is better than the actual leaf springs in the back. So this definitely rides very nice. That you can definitely tell Toyota went the right way in terms of putting in some coil springs in the rear suspension. So really smooth riding. First, obviously you got the various trims of it. I'm sure the Capstone is basically like a Lexus type truck. So, but awesome interior, awesome truck nonetheless for this Toyota Tundra. So let me know, guys, what you think of this Toyota Tundra Platinum. Overall, fantastic truck, fantastic power plant, very powerful engine, lots of power for every day. You don't really need more than that. Even the base one that I drove before, I did drive a 2022 version. It wasn't the hybrid version, but it did feel plenty of powerful as well. But this one does have, you can just tell this thing just wants to go. But overall, guys, in conclusion, wow, this is a fantastic truck. In terms of all the amenities you get, all the options, the leather, the way this feels, you got a really awesome interior in terms of cool seats. You got a big screen, lots of, the sunroof as well. I can't go wrong with a Toyota Tundra for sure, and I really, definitely recommend something like this. Awesome truck. Now, of course, as I mentioned, this does not have the visibility that the F-150 has. This one does feel heavier. It does feel it's not as agile as the F-150. Then again, these are not handling trucks, and then that's not the purpose. So the purpose is to enjoy it. And I will say this is probably pretty capable of off-road. It is a big truck. It does seem to be much bigger than an F-150 by a little bit, but I really like this Toyota Tundra. Let's go ahead and put the camera in the back. As you can see, fantastic graphics. The tractor line's doing an awesome job. And let's see if this detects the small sidewalk there. I don't think it will. No, it's too tall. But there we go, guys. 2023 Toyota Tundra Platinum Crew Max. Now, this was priced at just under $69,000 for this slightly used or pre-owned Toyota Tundra with only 4,800 miles, for basically under 4,900 miles. So now these ones do start around $60,000 for this Platinum model as we see it here. Of course, it depends on the engine choices and all the options and accessories you get, but you're looking at about a $65,000 truck, which is on par for a similar equipped, you know, Ram or F-150 Limited, or excuse me, F-150 Platinum, or kind of similar situation in terms of interior equipment. Let me know which one you choose, and then leave me a comment below. Thanks to all that has subscribed. Thank you for being here with me. If you're here to the end of this video, I really appreciate it. If you prefer the F-150, Ram, Tundra, even the Titan that even's going away for this year. So thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.